Hello everybody, it's Monday the 13th of November 2023. Jackie's gone to her mum's and I'm going to do something very naughty. I'm going to do some cuttings on the kitchen table or on the dining room table and hopefully tidy up before she comes back and she doesn't spot us. She never watches these plant videos, so she'll be none the wiser. So I bought this ivy at the garden centre for $7.99 and it's an absolute corker. It's got so much in the way of leaf and stems, that important things that we might need for cuttings, that I think we'll have plenty to work on. If you watched the previous videos, you'll know that I had almost zero success with Acer cuttings, and I managed to strike 3 or 4 out of 12 with the passion flower cuttings. So let's see if these ivies, which are supposed to be really easy to do, will give us some free plants. I like the idea of free things. I've got a little see-through plant tray with 10 spaces, and I'm going to try and put maybe 20 to 40 cuttings into here and use rooting powder and see what takes. I'm not convinced of this natural rooting powder that I bought. I like natural ingredients, but it doesn't seem to be doing the job. Certainly didn't do the job very well last time. However, we'll see what happens. I'm going to make this one video where I come back and do the second half of it after 3 or 4 weeks, or maybe longer, if there's some roots showing. You'll remember from previous videos that sterilizing, or disinfecting is a better word really, disinfecting the tools, the cutting tools, is vitally important to keep the germs down and to give the cuttings a chance. And even with that, mine failed, they just didn't root. But I'm going to take some cuttings, I'm going to do the thing that you're supposed to do now. I'm going to take them between nodes, the internodal cuttings, and I'll follow the guidelines and be a good boy and not do my own thing and see what happens. I didn't really think that taking the cuttings in water was very successful, so I'm going to go straight to the compost. This is my compost. It's a mixture of multi-purpose compost, which I think was something like £6 to £7 a bag, and John Innes, which was a bit more expensive. I can't remember whether it was John Innes number 2 or John Innes number 3, but I just remember that I've got a picture of it, so I'll have to look. I just got to remember it was about twice as much for the same volume of compost. This is my natural rooting powder, and I made some little dip holes in the soil, and I'm going to put my cutting in. So right, one leaf, see what happens. I've restricted the cuttings to one leaf, which is what's supposed to happen, and I'm going to fill this little container with hopefully about 40. So I'm relying on Sunny keeping nice and quiet so that I don't get dropped in it. I've got 50 cuttings. I'm going to take these upstairs and then tidy up and have a look again perhaps after Christmas. Hello, Jackie and Tracy have gone to Costco So Sonny and I are going to make some mess and have a look at these ivy plants and see how they've done. Sonny, do you think you can keep quiet and not say anything? Do you think you can behave? I'm not sure. So here are the ivy plants. I think we took about 50 cuttings. I'm going to separate them into ones that have roots and ones that don't. Sonny's got some kitchen roll, so he's happy, content, and he's probably going to make a mess. You going to make a mess, Sonny? No, not with an innocent face like that, eh? Right, so I'm going to take one little area. There's 10 of these little containers, or little parts to the container. I'm going to take one out at a time and find what we've got. Wow, this is part one, or pot one, and some good roots there. These have been in there about 3 months. I would say we have 2 out of 4. It might be that I can pretend or imagine that there's a root on this one. If there is, it's not very good, but some of these others are great. I mean, there's some really good roots there. Well, I've got 9 as far as I can see with roots out of 50. The roots are varying sizes from this one here that's pretty poor to this one here, which is pretty good. So 9 out of 50, if my maths is good, is about 18% success rate. I'm going to stick the others with a bit of rooting powder back into the container and leave them for another 3 months. These ones here I'm going to plant on. So I'm going to plant 1 or 2 or 3 of these per pot. Well, I've got 5 pots done, and I think I said there was a few plants in there, but a bit disappointed overall, to be honest with you.